What's going on, everybody? It's your boy PTK Bland back with another weekly video. How is everybody doing? I am glad to be back fresh off the Xbox showcase, and I'll touch on that a little bit here on today's video. I know you guys looking at the thumbnail. I got a lot to talk about. So pumped, so excited. But before we get into all of that, just want to say make sure you guys continue to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you are enjoying that content, if you're enjoying the Shop Podcast, by the way, we are back this week, fresh off the Xbox Showcase, the Shop Podcast 306, coming live this week, this Saturday, 6 p.m. AZ time, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Come holler at us, come hang out with us. We're going to have a lot of fun, a lot to cover this week. But let's dive into today's video, guys, and I am pumped. Like I told you earlier, if you guys didn't know, last week I did attend the Xbox Showcase and the Xbox Fan Fest. It was electric is probably the best word that I could really just use describing it. The event was amazing. The showcase was amazing. The execs were amazing. I was in heaven. It's literally a bucket list moment for me, but I know you guys want to talk a little bit about today's video, and we're going to dive a little bit deeper into that because I just really want to go over this showcase and how excited I am as an Xbox fan and just seeing the showcase and what I thought about it overall, man. This was ultimately Xbox best showcase ever, and I feel pretty comfortable saying that now, thinking about it after a few days have gone by. I didn't want to react to it and say that right away because sometimes you got to let it marinate, come down from your first reaction and the knee-jerk reaction. So after thinking about it, it in fact is the best Xbox showcase to date, in my opinion, from front to back, from variety to quality of games to what they've shown, from smaller games to big games. Game Pass was popping. We had a lot of third parties there, some unannounced, some cool stuff from third parties that we didn't expect, and we'll get into all of that. But I just want to start off with the first part of the show, man. They started this thing off with a bang with Fable, right off the rip, playground game showing us Fable. It looked amazing. When I tell you, people were almost jumping off the balcony in the theater at the showcase when this popped up when Playground Games popped up on the screen. It was electric. That was about the best way they could start up the showcase. We got some actual gameplay. It was confirmed that it is actual gameplay. I know there's some discourse on Twitter, but we don't do that here. The devs have come out and stated that that wasn't in-engine footage. There was some cutscenes in there that was actual gameplay. There was some cinematics in there as well, let's be fair, but there was some true gameplay in there, and they have actually come out and confirmed that. That was something that we wondered how much of that we were going to see, how far along, and the game looks amazing. The humor's there. Everything I wanted in Fable looks like they have done a phenomenal job, and kudos to everybody at Playground. Everybody talking about they can only make card games. Sit yourself down. That is not the case. They are making a phenomenal first-party game over at Xbox, man. I'm so pumped for that. Then they got right into Compulsion Games, another one that was on my bingo card. Not sure if we were going to see that, but so glad that we saw it. Now, it was really a cinematic trailer, but didn't really give us a whole lot about the game, but we did get some details afterwards. They did come out and give us some details about the game. Phenomenal game, takes place in a Deep South setting. Reminds me a lot of Coraline as far as like that claymation kind of Tim Burton kind of look as far as the art style. So I'm really interested in this game. Super proud of Compulsion. Finally get to see something in their game. And it's funny because the concept art that we got a few years ago actually is pretty close to what we saw here. So that was amazing. Once again, they started off the show about the best you can start off. Within the first two games shown, I was like, yeah, they've already got the best showcase. Easy. Then they went right into the Star Wars Outlaws. Once again, third party was a big part of this, and it was strategic third party announcement. It wasn't just let's go grab anything. The Star Wars announcement with Massive. Shout out to Massive. I've given them a hard time. You guys know I'm a huge Division 2 fan. Ubisoft has abandoned Division 2, but to see the work that they've done on this Star Wars game, you understand the true talent over there at Massive. And let's give some damn credit, put some respect on the Snowdrop Engines name for sure. That game looks amazing. They did show some additional footage at the Ubisoft Forward Showcase, so you want to go and check that out. I'll put the link in the description, but game looked amazing. Semi-open world. Game looked about as good as I thought it was going to look. That Snowdrop Engine is amazing, so shout out to Massive. But right after that, man, we're going to get into just some other things here on the list that I got. What else did they show? I mean, Avowed looked amazing. Obsidian, once again, like I said, is going to be a top developer at Xbox. And once again, they proved that they're some people said it looked a little different. They thought the game would be a bit more dark based on the initial trailer that we got. They thought it was going to be more Skyrim than Outer Worlds. Turns out that it is a bit more Outer Worlds, and the developer came out and stated that as well. So I'm super excited. Powers look good. Game looks great. Once again, another pseudo open world game. Another home run for a city and just another notch in the belt, man. What can we expect? This is what they're going to continue to do time after time with their games, man. We got In Exile. Now, I didn't see this one coming. It was on my bingo card. I did state it in my prediction showcase video. By the way, go check that out, that I wanted to see In Exile. So I'm so glad. Clockwork Revolution, very BioShock-like. Looks like there's some time power. You can reverse time possibly. Maybe that has an effect on the future. There was some hint in that, and just the wording of the marketing, have an effect on the future and your past. But the game looks amazing. Super high quality, first person. You already know the story's there because it's In Exile. You know the world building's there. In Exile, they do their thing. Super excited. And speaking of In Exile, we got another phenomenal studio. We got Stoic. We finally got to see Project Belfry. Once again, this game was called Towerborn. Another cool game. Looks like something. It's co-op as well. It looks like something that you can dump a bunch of hours into. It's an ever-changing world. We still got to get some updates on what exactly does that mean. But the game was a lot bigger than people expected. They did show kind of a pseudo map, and it's actually pretty large. So looks like it's going to be something where there's seasons. This is another game that they went over in that extended showcase as well too. So if you want to get some additional details, go check out that extended showcase. Another game, I believe it's going to be on Game Pass as well. I'm pretty sure. So I'm going to keep an eye out for this. If there's a beta at some point or something, definitely want to play this as well too. Then we're going to get into some of the third party stuff. We had Capcom coming through, Path of the Goddess, a Game Pass game. This is going to scratch that Japanese itch. And we always talk about is Xbox. What are they doing in Japan? Phil's been flying over there. These are the relationships they've been building. Atlas showed up in a big way. They showed up 3 different games. Obviously, the 2 that we knew about, the Persona 3 remake, as well as a Persona 5 Tactics, which we saw as well too. But then they went ahead and dropped a bomb on us. A new old game. This game essentially was announced before Persona 3 or Persona 4. I can't remember exactly, but it was essentially on ice for the last 5 or 6 years. Nobody heard anything about it. It's coming to Xbox. It didn't say Game Pass, but it was nice to see Atlas showing up on the stage, showing off a new IP, something that we don't ever see really from Atlas. Once again, and as well as Capcom with the Path of the Goddess game. Now that is coming to Game Pass, so look forward to that. Once again, a huge Japanese presence here at the actual showcase. Then we get into some other things. We had your City Skylines, which once again looked phenomenal. Then another beautiful game, Flight Simulator 2024. That looked amazing. It actually added jobs, man. Listen, I mean, I understand some people don't look at Flight Simulator as an actual game, quote unquote, but that is amazing. It's a game. They actually added jobs. There's tasks. There's things for you to go do now. All types of different aviation jobs and jobs related to flying. Then they had the Dune actual marketing at the end where you get the I can't remember the name of the actual flighter, sorry, but it looked amazing. It looked like a big dragonfly essentially, but it looked amazing. Looked awesome. Another game coming through there. Then you had Payday 3, that's hitting Game Pass. Man, one thing after another, man. It was amazing. I really want to get to Starfield though. I don't want to make this video too long, but for me, Starfield was a highlight of the show. It was kind of odd because we all assumed that the show was going to be 1 hour 30 for the showcase and then 30 for Starfield. It did not work out that way. It was actually like an hour and 10 for the showcase and 45 minutes for Starfield. And it was worth every single damn second. Todd Howard, God Howard, whatever you want to call him, they're over there cooking up. Starfield looks like a generational game, something that we've never seen from Bethesda, something that we've never seen from anybody in the entire industry. This game was pushing the boundaries of scope, science, realism, quests, all these different types of things, man. If you missed it, please go, check out that Starfield Direct. It is worth your time. This game, all the lofty expectations, that exceeded. And I know some people will say the 30 FPS thing is going to put a dampener on that. For me, if I look at the game and I say, if you, for me, I can't look at everything we were shown and say, wow, 30 FPS is going to have an adverse effect on all of that. It's because some of that's not even gameplay related. Part of what I look at and part of what matters to me in games aren't dictated by frames. And everything that game is going to give me, I don't think 30 frames is going to overcome that. I don't think it's going to be that big of a detriment, in my opinion. That game is doing something that we've never seen in video games. It is really pushing boundaries, and it's interesting to see. But that argument is going to continue to happen. But yeah, Starfield showed out to me. I gave the showcase like a 9.5 out of 10, in my opinion. Had we gotten some Hellblade 2 maybe combat, it probably would have been a 10 in my opinion. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of the showcase down in the comment section, man. Come check us out this week, the Shop Podcast 306. We got a guest, maybe 2 guests coming this week, man. Another packed house. Appreciate you guys. Hit the like button. Turn that notification bell on as well so you guys know when new videos hit the channel. Peace out. Enjoy the rest of your day.